Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the top 10 most violent small towns in America. We're not talking about your typical big city crime here. No, this is about those charming little towns where you'd expect the biggest danger to be a surprise run-in with Aunt Mildred's prize-winning rhubarb pie. Sadly, based on data from the FBI's Uniform Crime Reporting Program, these towns have reported higher rates of violent crime in recent years. So buckle up, buttercups, as we take a trip across America's underbelly exploring the factors that contribute to these alarming trends. Let's get started. First up, we find ourselves in Bessemer, Alabama, a town whose name sounds like it should be whispered by a blacksmith forging a legendary sword. Sadly, the only thing being forged here is a reputation for violence. With a population of 26,000, Bessemer has some of the highest violent crime rates in the country. Once a bustling steel center, the city struggles in a post-industrial world. But amidst the grim statistics, there are glimmers of hope. Community organizations are working tirelessly to provide resources and support. They're fighting to break the cycle of poverty and despair, because behind the statistics are real people with real lives. Next we head north to East St. Louis, Illinois, a city that's been dealt a rough hand. Once a thriving industrial hub, East St. Louis has seen its population dwindle, leaving behind a community grappling with poverty, unemployment, and high crime rates. It's like that friend who just couldn't catch a break. Except in this case, it's an entire city. East St. Louis has become synonymous with urban decay. But amidst the boarded-up windows and empty lots, there are still people fighting for their city. Community leaders and residents are working to rebuild East St. Louis. Because East St. Louis is more than just a statistic. Our next stop takes us to Camden, New Jersey, a city that's become synonymous with urban blight. With a population of around 74,000, Camden has long been plagued by poverty, unemployment, and you guessed it, violent crime. Now Camden's woes are complex and multifaceted. It's a story of industrial decline, political corruption, and a severe lack of resources. But here's the thing about Camden, it's also a city of resilience. Amidst the challenges, there are glimmers of hope. Grassroots organizations are working tirelessly to empower residents, revitalize neighborhoods, and provide opportunities for young people. They're like the tenacious little weeds that sprout up through the cracks in the sidewalk, defying the odds and reminding us that even in the most challenging of environments, life and hope find a way. But Camden can't do it alone. It needs support, investment, and a commitment from both local and national leaders to address the systemic issues that have plagued it for far too long. Chapter 4, Flint, Michigan, Poisoned Water, Poisoned Lives. Our journey through America's most violent small towns takes us next to Flint, Michigan, a city that's become synonymous with one word, water. But not in a good way. No, Flint's water crisis has become a national scandal, a glaring example of government negligence and environmental injustice. But Flint's problems run deeper than lead-contaminated pipes. With a population hovering around 95,000, Flint has also been grappling with high rates of violent crime for years. The reasons for Flint's struggles are complex and interconnected. Decades of industrial decline, coupled with racial segregation and disinvestment, have created a perfect storm of poverty, unemployment, and despair. But amidst the challenges, there are glimmers of hope. Community organizations are working tirelessly to provide support to residents, from distributing bottled water to offering job training and educational opportunities. They're the life rafts in a sea of uncertainty, offering a lifeline to those struggling to stay afloat. Chapter 5, Saginaw, Michigan, Grappling with the Ghost of Industry. We remain in Michigan, this time landing in Saginaw, a city of about 48,000 that's still haunted by the ghosts of its industrial past. Like many towns on our list, Saginaw was once a bustling hub of manufacturing, but the decline of the auto industry hit it hard, leaving behind a trail of unemployment, poverty, and you guessed it, violence. Saginaw's story is a familiar one in the American Rust Belt, a cautionary tale of what can happen when a city's economic foundation crumbles. But Saginaw is more than just a statistic, more than just another casualty in the ever-churning gears of globalization. Community organizations are working tirelessly to revitalize Saginaw's economy, create opportunities for young people, and address the root causes of violence. They're like the green shoots that emerge from a forest floor ravaged by fire, a testament to the enduring power of hope and resilience. Chapter 6, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, a city yearning for a renaissance. Our journey takes us south to Pine Bluff, Arkansas, a city of around 42,000 that's been grappling with high rates of violent crime for decades. Pine Bluff was once a thriving center of commerce and agriculture, but the decline of these industries, coupled with white flight and disinvestment, left the city struggling to find its footing. But Pine Bluff is not defined by its challenges. Amidst the boarded-up storefronts and the vacant lots, there are signs of life, glimmers of hope that a brighter future is possible. Community leaders are working tirelessly to revitalize Pine Bluff's economy, improve educational opportunities, and create a safer environment for residents. They're like the gardeners tending to a neglected garden, patiently nurturing the seeds of change. Our next stop is Gary, Indiana, a city that was once a symbol of American industrial might, but has since become a cautionary tale of economic decline and urban decay. With a population hovering around 75,000, Gary has been struggling with high rates of violent crime for decades. Once a bustling center of steel production, the city was hit hard by the closure of its mills, leaving behind a trail of unemployment, poverty, and despair. But Gary's story is not over yet. Amidst the challenges, there are glimmers of hope. Community organizations are working tirelessly to revitalize the city, create opportunities for its residents, and reclaim its narrative. They're like the tenacious wildflowers that push their way through the cracks in the pavement, reminding us that even in the most desolate of landscapes, life finds a way. Chapter 8, Chester, Pennsylvania, a city fighting for its life. We continue our journey to Chester, Pennsylvania, a city of about 34,000 that's been grappling with high rates of violent crime for decades. Once a thriving center of manufacturing, Chester was hit hard by the closure of its factories and shipyards, leaving behind a trail of unemployment and despair. But Chester is not defined by its challenges. Amidst the abandoned buildings and the vacant lots, there are signs of life, glimmers of hope that a brighter future is possible. Community organizations are working tirelessly to revitalize the city, create opportunities for its residents, and restore a sense of pride. They're like the dedicated gardeners who tend to a neglected garden, patiently nurturing the seeds of change. Chapter 9, Alexandria, Louisiana, lost in the Bayou of despair. Our penultimate stop takes us to Alexandria, Louisiana, a city of around 47,000 that, like many on our list, has been grappling with high rates of violent crime, poverty, and a lack of opportunity. Alexandria's story is a complex one, intertwined with the legacy of slavery, segregation, and economic inequality that continues to plague the South. But Alexandria is more than just a collection of statistics, more than just another dot on a map of despair. Amidst the challenges, there are glimmers of hope. Community organizations are working tirelessly to address the root causes of violence, create opportunities for young people, and build a more just and equitable society. They're like the fireflies that illuminate the darkness, their flickering lights a testament to the enduring power of hope. Chapter 10, Wilmington, Delaware, a city yearning for a fresh start. Our final stop takes us to Wilmington, Delaware, a city of about 70,000 that's been grappling with high rates of violent crime for decades. Once a thriving center of manufacturing, Wilmington was hit hard by the closure of its factories and shipyards, leaving behind a trail of unemployment and despair. But Wilmington is not defined by its challenges. Amidst the abandoned buildings and the vacant lots, there are signs of life, glimmers of hope that a brighter future is possible. Community organizations are working tirelessly to revitalize the city, create opportunities for its residents, and restore a sense of safety and security. They're like the skilled weavers who are painstakingly repairing the tapestry, thread by thread, stitch by stitch. So there you have it, folks. A whirlwind tour of America's most violent small towns, a collection of stories that are both heartbreaking and hopeful. It's easy to look at these statistics, these cities, and feel overwhelmed, to throw up our hands and say, it's too big, too complex, there's nothing we can do. But that's the thing about America. We're a nation that's built on the idea that we can do better, that we can be better. And while the challenges facing these communities are real and significant, they're not insurmountable. There are people on the ground in these very towns who are working tirelessly to make a difference. So what can you do? Educate yourself about the issues, support organizations working to make a difference, and most importantly, don't look away. Because these are not just statistics, these are not just stories, these are our fellow Americans, and they deserve our attention, our compassion, and our support.